Okay, let's just take a quick look at this guy here. It's the Commercial Trade Institute model VT20. 0 ohms adjust, has inputs for ground, AC and DC, off, AC, DC, DC ohms, and all the regular multipliers here. Pull these guys out, and pull this guy out. I think it's kind of funny how they have this like a miniature connector. Guess that would be easy to come by again, huh? Here's the probe. Turn around. Got AC, DC, and AC balance calibration on the back. It looked like it had a serial number on the back here that's since been deleted. It was probably bought from a school, one of those surplus sales, or they buy like 100 of these and sell them. Just pull it apart and make sure there's no battery in it, and maybe if the capacitors look okay, we can fire it up. A little screw. Now, other than some spider webs, I didn't see any critters in here. Alright, so you can look with me here. We have the battery was left in, and they have it soldered in. I generally take these batteries out. They should have, back in these days when they made these, they should have made a separate battery compartment instead of having to take the whole thing apart, because that's what happens is they stay in here and they leak. So I will be removing that. I'll check and see if it works at all. We'll turn it on because that would be for ohms, that battery. And I will push that in and push this one in. So I'm assuming either the the battery's dead or the meter doesn't work. Alright, so back to here we have two vacuum tubes, a 686 and a 6SN7. This was quite possibly a kit. Maybe this was part of the electronics degree, is to build this kit. That'd be kind of neat. I'll look underneath because I see some tape. Alright, here's the electrical cord. You can see some tape. All in all, the soldering doesn't look too bad. Nothing here looks that dangerous. I'm just going to plug it in and fire it up and see what happens. Hopefully flames don't shoot out of anywhere. I do have it turned off first. It is plugged in. Didn't get shocked from the case. I'll let you watch from the back. I don't think there's a light or anything on this. We're just going to see if the tubes light up. And there we go. It is turned on. Tubes are lighting up. At least that one is. Turn back to the front here. And the meter's moving. Yeah, the meter's moving. Put my leads in again. That lead doesn't fit in there too well. I think if I were to keep this and use it for anything, I would put regular banana jacks in that. We'll put it up to 50 volts. Where's the other lead? I want you with the ground lead. Where are you? Here we go. Way too many leads here. There's that and that, and then this. Okay, on the 50 volt scale, which would be over here, we're showing just under 10 volts, and that's showing about 10 volts. Let's look at the 10 volt scale. On the 10 volt scale, I'm sorry, 15 volt scale. 15 volts, I'm showing 11.5 volts. And that looks like about 11 or 12 volts on that thing. That's not digital, so I really can't. I'm looking at the needle. All right. On the 150 volt scale, and it's just budgeting. Let's see, we did not. We're going through on the 10 volts or the 15 volt scale. Let me take this off and zero the meter. Oh, look at that, the meter's not zeroed. Alright, after I zero the meter, you can see it's on zero there, and I connect this back up. That thing says 12 volts exactly. So we're good with that. Let's see if I can find some AC to check. So let me take this off. We're going to put the AC. That's the black and red leads. That one can go down there. Looking, we're still on the 15 volt scale. Red to red and black to black. I think I gotta push that in a little bit better. And turn it on. So on the 15 volt scale, which is the upper, it's saying just under 7 volts. So this is off by a little bit. Not that bad. 0.707. On the 100 volt scale, I'm sorry, what is it? The 50 volt scale. On the 50 volt scale, it's correct. So just needs some calibration done to it. So let me get the DC back, and we'll do the ohms check and make sure that it kind of works. Let me set the DC back where it was. I need this guy. Alright, the battery's still lasting a good long time. But I'm still going to take it out of there. The battery has a date of March of 2016. Right, so, well, this little thing works. If anything, I'd replace a couple of the... There's a wax capacitor back here. Let me turn it off. I'm going to be sticking my fingers in there. There's a wax capacitor back there. There's actually two, and this is one of those like cement outer with the wax. And I think there's one more underneath. Nothing that big. That's 0.1 at 600, and that's 0.01 at 1600. Underneath we have another. I can't see what it is, but there's one more there. All in all, it looks pretty clean inside. Doesn't look like it got all rusted. So this would make a bad little benchtop thing. I'll clean it up. And I know about the whole getting away from original, but I think I would definitely have to take these out and put banana jacks in them. This one just keeps falling out anyhow. And this one's all corroded. Not that I couldn't clean it. Alrighty. Enough said about this. I'll clean it up, put it back together, and decide what I'm going to do with it. Oh, there's two caps back in there. Two electrolytics, which could get changed right out. Alright. So I really enjoy finding these old things and either trying to breathe some new life into them or doing something with them anyhow, rather than see them just go get junk, go to a landfill somewhere. So I know my recording isn't always the best, or I get different sounds in the background, but I'm just mainly seeing if anybody wants to come along and see what's inside of it, or maybe you have one of these and you've always wanted to know what was inside of it or needed another picture. So there you have. So thanks for watching, and I'll get some more old stuff to look at.